Morning, Nana. Ouch. Morning, Didge. Thank you for not biting my hand when I pet you. I've always liked you for that. Here's the fun hobby that I was working on last night when I finally had enough. The main problem is these brackets right here that got tweaked, I'm guessing by a giant rock. We got a few other things we need to pay some attention to on this thing so that we can get some tillage going. We're down to only about 500 acres of corn left, which is not bad at all, but 200 of it is gonna be really, really slow. The important thing now is that we need to get some tillage running. We do have a little bit of soybean tillage done. We have no corn ground tillage done. So we always kind of get in a hurry when it comes to that this time of year because it is go time. Eventually, it's gonna just get too wet and too muddy to keep going because our rains just don't dry up this time of year. And even worse, the ground will freeze pretty soon. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, it's not all that enjoyable.
No, it's not. I would say at least half done at Pocket Lake with the Vegas.
Are they?
Yeah.
The north border's done.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were going on the west border yesterday. That tank sat there most of the afternoon.
Get it going now.
Yeah.
Me and Grandpa are about to go on a parts run to John Deere and get some parts for the ripper.
That should be the last of the parts we need for the rest of this fall, huh?
There you go, I hope so.
That's it, yeah.
Is it gonna start raining and snow tomorrow?
Oh, I hope not. They are gonna run the trucks down, get the combine and the grain cart and everything moving, get the operation flowing for the day. And I'm gonna stay here and fix the one of these I had to take off last night. So these brackets, I gotta look at the ones that are on there to remember how this came apart. Like putting a steel puzzle together. I think the easiest way is going to be to get this bracket started on here first and then get the actual disc blades up. But that's just me thinking, and sometimes when I think what I thought was right, I end up thinking that what I used to thought was not what the thought should have been thinking. Something like that. Maybe I don't want that so tight yet. I'm gonna have to get a spacer in there. Now I'll just assemble the teeter-totter deal, which, if I remember right, had a spacer that looked like this, but without the grind marks in it. A couple of these on each side. And then one of these used to go through it. I don't have enough arms for all this, so let's just do this the easy way. Huh. That didn't complete the job. Let's try it again. There we go. I wonder if that would work for like an entire cornfield. If I just rolled up on the road, snapped my fingers, and it ended up in that bin. Maybe I'll try that later. And I'll check the tires as long as I'm doing this. Grease it. Do you have to lick my hand? Does that taste good? Mmm, yummy. Tires are good, everything is greased. As far as I know at the moment, the only thing broken on it is the fact that both of these are bent on each side, both front corners, which is pretty common for our rocks. We got new ones on the floor over there, but we're not gonna put them in right now because they're just gonna bend again, and we're in a bigger hurry than that. But the weather is phenomenal this week. We do have a chance of rain tomorrow night, and a big chance of rain about a week from now. Really good news here is that the bin crew, DHS Grain, is out here. They are running the air pipe into the new bin so we can finally put some grain in that thing, which is good because we are gonna need it. We're getting close to running out of room. Oh, the same far, row 12. Well, I'll grab that impact. You want me just to zip down there with that other gathering chain then? Well, there's our first truck of the day. But as soon as I thought everything was fixed, now we got a combine down again. And not really like a combine down, but another gathering chain is off. This happened late last night. We found out some stuff about our gathering chains, a little more info. Anyway, we got work to do. It's not a lot of work to do, but it's some, and any right now is disappointing because it's harvest time. We gotta go. Windshield's a little dusty. Hey, it's farming. The weather's nice, it's not serious. We've dealt with a lot worse. Do you want me to go get the other chain out of the Thunder Creek?
Yeah, I suppose you could, yeah.
We'll just put 2 new ones?
Yeah, you might as well. They'll come off.
Need a 15/16.
Didn't I have 2 here?
Yeah, they're on the tailgate.
Oh.
Is it out? I gave him 1 chain. The second chain is a half mile up the road here with the Thunder Creek trailer. Those ones aren't broken, but that's the same row we had a problem with last night. So we're putting 2 new chains on. Thunder. Yeah, there was just 1 odd chain laying up there on top of that toolbox because we'd been having these issues, so I tossed it in there yesterday.
Something blocking it?
There we go. Okay.
Yep, which
No.
that's what we got.
Yeah.
We got 3 boxes of them, but the one box had a different chain.
All the dirt when you're going just covers it.
Yep. Let's hope that works. I had a few comments in a previous video about certain hybrids of corn that we shouldn't plant because we have this problem all the time. This strip right here was our test plot. There were 14 different varieties in it. All 14 of them look just like this. It is not a hybrid specific issue, at least not around here, not this year. Sometimes it is, sure. This is not. As long as I'm here, I'm going to take a look and see how it's doing. There are a few there, but they're all right against the rows, and it doesn't matter where I go, so I'm thinking that's at the header. Yeah, that's head loss. I don't know that there's much we can do about that right now. It's just dry corn, which I'm not going to complain about. Oh, look at that. There are things high in the air happening. All right, Anna, I'm gonna go try it. Hopefully I can actually get something done with this rig now. And I just heard from Jim this morning, and he said he's feeling pretty good right now, but the doctors are telling him he's got to wait at least a couple more days to come out and even try running any tillage. This is the distance I made it last night, so far this is the extent of all the ripping we've done this year. Let's see if we can do a little better. Took me a second to get on my auto track line. That's an operator error, but look at that. Holy buckets. We're really doing it, Harry. All right, I'm gonna check my depths here. This thing does have true set on it, so I can individually set, after calibrated, I can set the depth for the blades, for the ripper, and for the leveling discs, and it'll control them automatically. I could even actually write prescriptions on the computer and load it to them and tell it where to go up and down in certain parts of the field, but I don't feel that technical. Blades are running plenty shallow enough, but I don't need them to do much other than chop. Probably want to run these 8 inches deep maybe, or 9. I'm gonna kind of guess that's probably pretty good. If 6 inches is about here, then, oh, maybe that's a little deep. Ah, potty humor. Guys never grow up. Heck, I haven't even broke a leveling disc yet. Look at that. Oh, man, I love the smell of soil opened up. Before I'm up on Stefan's home field now. Seems like the ripper's working pretty decent here. I would say if anything, if it stays dry by the time we're all done, we could hook up the Mendeco storm and just come out here and run over quick from the opposite angle.
Yeah, I think that would be good if we could do that. That would chop it up to leave it pretty nice for spring.
These are some of the acres where the corn's been down really bad. So you can see the long, stringy stalks left in there, and unfortunately some cobs. Obviously, if you've been watching along, you know half our corn, or about that, is knocked down this year. Terrible windstorm, some rootworm issues that went with it. The other half of the corn 5 miles north of here looks awesome because it wasn't really in that storm, but right in this area, everybody's corn is bad. So what I hope we can do is come back, if we stay dry enough this fall, and hit this with the Mendako storm. Just kind of run at the opposite angle to chop those stalks up. Otherwise, those big, long, stringy stalks, they're gonna be a problem in the spring. The reason we're doing this instead of the Mendako now is because we're a little bit wet. And this ripper is gonna work better on the stickier soil than that Mendako. We also have a Mendako chisel plow that Onyx is gonna start with right over here real soon, so we'll have 2 machines going in this field. They baled some corn stalks over in this area, so that chisel plow is gonna do, I think, a pretty good job on that area. It's a satisfying job running tillage, but it does get old like anything else. But I'm not getting any physical activity whatsoever. I don't have to like try to orchestrate things or think about anything other than watching for tile flakes. And it's sunny and 60 degrees out there, which is completely crazy for this time of year for us. There's my guy coming to take over for me. It sounds like they're just about done putting the air pipe on that grain bin, so I'm gonna head home in a few minutes here and check that out and maybe hopefully get the grain dryer going. Afternoon, Josh. Excellent, you? Good. There he goes. He's growing up so fast. I'm gonna get a ride to a truck, unhook a Thunder Creek trailer, a little bit of shuffling here. We're moving to the other side of this field. There's maybe 60, 65 more acres of really bad down corn, and then everything gets better from here. This down corn is so slow. We've only got 1 truck going, and we're not running the grain cart because it's just too slow. It's not worth paying another trucker and a guy to be in a grain cart. And so we're knocking tillage out while we're doing it. Knock us bouncing all over the joint. Just a line from Smokey and the Bandit and an inside joke between me and a buddy. Well, there we go. This is the last of the bad down stuff right here. And I'm gonna leave old Thunder here at the field because they're gonna need more fuel. Hey, would you guys mind moving over? Cattle love my dad jokes. Let's go see if this air pipe is up and ready. The pipe is up and looking good. They're working on the incline head now. I'm just gonna let them work, but we got into some drier corn down at the field, so I switched the distributor up at the top of the leg. We're gonna send it back here to that bin instead of through the dryer and into the other bin. Change of plans, always a change of plans. Well, I took a sample. We'll take that. So it's laying down, it's hard to get, it's slow to combine, and you break things, but it's good corn. Headed back for another one. Are you excited to take a morning walk with me, Anna? I'm sorry, what was that? All right, here we go. So last night, there just ended up being a whole bunch of little things that I set down the camera because my attention was needed elsewhere. Right now, Farmers Business Network is having one of their biggest sales of the year. It is their Cyber November sale that only goes on through November 21st, so you want to get on this quickly. If you've never purchased anything with them before, that is absolutely fine. Becoming a member is free. You just got to go over to fbn.com and you can shop around, check out their crop protection, their crop nutrition. They've got seed over there. They've got an acre plan program that allows you to plan your chemical program really easily, all online. They've got some great financing options going on right now. And the coolest part is that right now on this Cyber November sale, only through the 21st, every single purchase over $5,000, which doesn't take long when you're talking about purchasing farm inputs, every purchase over that uses the code ZACH, ZACH. At checkout, Farm Business Network is going to donate $50 to Farm Rescue. Did I get that right? Farm Rescue is the program where you guys have seen me go out and volunteer and try to highlight the great things that they do for family farms, where they help out farmers in times of crisis. If somebody gets hurt or injured badly, or there's a sickness or whatever it might be within the family and they're unable to do their farm work, they're planting, harvesting, hay hauling, whatever it might be, Farm Rescue will jump in and help those families. We have donated to them several times. I've done some volunteer work with them. I love promoting them. It's a great organization. I'll go over here and give you guys the highlights. Hey, little guy. You cold? Are you okay? All right? He'll warm up. This is what we call the incline head. It comes from the unload underneath the floor of the grain bin, inclines it up. There's going to be a motor on there driving that. Then there's going to be a double run, we call it, which is sort of like an auger, headed over to the leg. This essentially is the beginning of our unload in our new grain bin. And this here is the load. That's our air pipe. We are going to put in like a Y valve here so we can switch to either running straight into the new bin or over into that exchanger for all the other ones. But for the rest of the year here now, this new bin is going to hold all of our grain. They did not have a Y pipe on hand. It's coming. So we did not get any grain yet in this brand new bin. This is a brand new soak-up bin, 60 feet wide and 15 rings tall. It's going to hold roughly 140,000 bushels of corn, which is roughly, carry the 9, just under 8 million pounds. That's going to be the side draw there so we can gravity feed trucks once that's full. And inside here, instead of having the auger sweep like the rest of our bins have for a power sweep, this has got what's called a paddle sweep. So there's actually a paddle chain in there that will sweep the corn or soybeans to the center of that sump. Echo! Yep, it echoes. I wonder if I just woke up a whole bunch of Alexa Echo Dots. And now I woke up a whole bunch of Alexas. Alexa, turn on Taylor Swift. Sorry. I had to do it. We're into a field now, an area of the field where we've got a hybrid that's really dry. So I'm gonna take a sample of this stuff, and if it's dry enough, I'm not even gonna go into the dryer. It's gonna go into a bin down on that end. Not as dry as I was hoping for, and we don't have a lot of warm weather coming up. Warm weather would help us use those fans to pull warm air through and dry that corn a little bit more after it's in the bin. But I'm gonna do it. Leg, overhead, dump the air, dump the corn, and send it to the bin. There's some chances of rain in the next hour here and later on in the day. But until then, we're just gonna keep doing our thing. That's pretty much as good as an entire DOT inspection. Yep. Hello. Hi. Yeah, I'm dumping the truck right now. Two trucks warming up, 2 trucks good on oil, 2 trucks with good tires. Got that one fueling up. Windows are washed, gonna wash the windows on this. There's always a morning shuffle. Grind them till you find them. For my next trick, I'm gonna go up the new bin and make sure the air pipe feels rigid, because if those are moving much, those clamps or couplers that hold those pipes together will work themselves off. Look at those two down there, just staring. So it's these couplers right here that I would worry about. So we want that to be good and rigid. Don't worry about that explosion. That's just onyx sighting in a shotgun for deer hunting this weekend. Well, pipe seems all right. I think I'm gonna ask if we can add one more clamp around the bend down there to the stiffener. But I think it's okay for today. But that, if we get any rain, that goes straight down into there and onto a hill of beans. I don't want that. Onyx is about to... Well, he took it. He took it. Did it hit right? Did you see? Time to fire things up here and see what we can do. Nope, 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 not yet. Turn the load off. I need to switch the distributor. Redo. Turn this noisy bugger on right here. And the fans.
Well, that other truck's ready to go?
That one's ready.
Okay,
yep.
So I think I'll head down there with Onyx, and Scott will finish filling that one and head down there, and we'll see if it'll go when it's wet.
Okay. Dad and Onyx are rolling out. I think Scott's already ahead of them. The dogs are coming to say hi because now they have nobody else to talk to. I'm their last resort. Hi, Didge. I'll get you too. The heat's going on the dryer, so here goes. Got it set on a really slow speed to start with and see what happens here. Make sure there's no corn coming out or pipes shaking or anything. Oh, look at that! Found my monster. That's a long ways to fall. Everything's running fine with the dryer. I got it at 25%, but yeah, there's a fine drizzle for sure. There's a real fine mist here. It's not going to affect anything with the dryer, but it sounds like 5 miles south of here, it's a pretty heavy mist. Dad isn't even going to fire up the combine right now, so I don't know if we're going to end up going today or not. See you, did. Well, everything's running good back here, so I'm going to actually head to town and grab lunch for myself and Onyx and Dad, and go pick up the one semi they do have with some corn in it, bring it home and dump it. Hey, I was wondering if I could get a couple burger baskets to go, please. Lots of fertilization stuff going on around here. That's all good. 5 to 4, I got Onyx's lunch. Do you want me to drive back there with the pickup or just leave your slice of pizza in the pickup?
Oh, okay, you can just leave it in the pickup.
Your pizza's in the pickup. And my jalapeno burger's right here. I don't see any pipes coming apart and spraying corn all over the place, so that's awesome. Certainly better than the alternative. Here you go, Ditch. I got you lunch. I know how you love your French fries. Enjoy. That dog loves French fries. Which is weird because she's not from France, she's part Australian. Everything's running good at home going into the new bin, so me and the girls decided to come down and see what the tillage boys were up to. I also know Onyx wants to go home and continue sighting in his shotgun. There's only about 2 more hours of drying left in the dryer, and I can watch the pipe on my Simply Safe camera, and I can watch the dryer through the app on the, you know, the old telephone here. So I'm feeling pretty good about it. I think I'm gonna swap with him. Your girl's gonna ride home with Onyx. And I brought some of these just because the combine has eaten a few this year. Did you get enough of it for one day? All right, you make the dogs buckle up. Man, that kid runs the seat a lot lower than I do. That's 40 feet of heavy duty tillage at 7 miles per hour. That's pretty neat. I suppose the seagulls will stop by just for a quick snack before they head on their way back to the ocean for the day. Apparently Dad knows where some tiles need flags as well. 5 to 4.
Go ahead.
I'm just finished up over here. I'm gonna fold up and head out. Is there anything more you can think of down here that needs attention, or do you want me to just go home and get a truck? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think if you don't mind going and getting a truck, I think we're good. There's nothing more I don't think the chisel plow can do down here, and I think Josh is going good, and I'll go, and you can let me know when you're on your way with a truck. I think that'd be good.
10-4 sounds good. I see the co-op's going on Ole's there too, so they're doing that right now.
Okay, I saw them drive by like half an hour ago, so I figured they'd get around the outside before dark.
Yep, they did, and they're a couple rounds into it, so they're probably half done at this point. The app says you have just under 70 acres remaining in that field. That would include, no, that would not include Grandma's North piece.
Yeah, I don't think that's right. I don't know, does that include the house and the hay and the stuff they chop for silage and stuff?
Let me see. Let me see how much we planted, because some of that hay, some of the maps count all the acres of the field, but some of it's in hay. I'll look a little more closely here. So it shows that we planted 411 acres, and it shows that you have completed 357.
Yeah, 411 with grandma's 30 acres.
No, I don't think so. That does not include that grandma's.
400, how many acres have you come by?
357. 43,
Okay,
53,
maybe I got 358. And 411, wow, that's still 50 acres left.
Yeah, a little over 50 acres left there, plus the 32 or so on grandma's. You guys are gonna have to move now. Excuse me, giant tractor coming through. Pardon me, coming through. And guess what? Dad's got a feeder house chain off. Needs ratcheting 15/16 and a flashlight. Oh, I think I remember where I put that. Yep. 5 to 4. I'm halfway down with a truck and a wrench and a flashlight, but it sounds like you got it on there.
They did have it on there. It was just plugged up again, so we'll see if it's still on.
Is it row 12?
No, 3. I can either bring the cart out to you, or I don't. Maybe the truck can drive in the field, huh?
I think it maybe can.
Yeah, I'm down a little ways past the grove. Otherwise, we had them in the field this morning, and it really hasn't rained much since then. It might just be a little greasy.
I don't want to drive too far down those end rows next to that grove, but I can come through that spot in the woods anyway. Again, slow going because we're not running a grain cart because he's combining at about 1 to 2 miles per hour in this. Keep chugging along. I'm not sure if I've mentioned this yet, but I cannot wait to get back to like normal speed harvest type of stuff.
You gonna buy it from Ford? Did the truck come out of there okay?
Well, I'm halfway through the process right now.
Okay.
I'm slipping. I think I'm gonna be all right though. It's hard enough. It's just greasy. It's just slimy. Got the differential lock in. Probably gonna make a little bit of a mess on the road up here. I'm out. I made it in the clear. Well, that's not bad. Unfortunately, I think we got to run that through the dryer, so I'm sending it to the wet bin, but go ahead.
Yeah, I was wondering, were you coming back, or are you back?
I'm down here about to load a truck.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to load that, that'll be it for the night. I don't know if I'll make another round after this or not.
Meanwhile, we got 23 out there. Josh is getting it done in the ripper, getting some acres done. Well, that's gonna do it for tonight. Kind of like another weird, quiet, uneventful day. I think tomorrow's gonna pick up some. We're gonna get the Mendako storm going, the vertical tillage piece. Then I think the day after that, in 2 days here, things are really gonna pick up. We're gonna be back to full speed harvest for a little bit. Thank you guys very much for watching. Don't forget to check out the merch if you're looking for early Christmas presents. Let your grandparents or your parents know you guys need some stuff. Or if you're a big kid watching me, you need some stuff too. We got some cool, fun new designs over there, so That link is down below. And if you're a farmer, don't forget that now through November 21st, FBN has got some really good cyber deals on all kinds of products. They've got a lot of flexible financing, a lot of cool stuff going on over there right now. So head on over, check it out. Membership is free if you even just want to price some stuff. Thanks for watching.